This week on the Beaverton. This weekend, shots were reported at the White House, and not by Pete Hegseth or Kash Patel. Tim Hortons will reduce their temporary foreign worker hiring, but refuses to budge on making the pizza edible. Elon Musk is furious about Lupita Nyong'o playing Helen of Troy in The Odyssey, but insists the CGI Cyclops is perfectly historically accurate. Sea levels in New Orleans are rising, just as Gord Downie prophesized. It's the Beaverton Weekly Report for May 26th, 2026. Welcome to the Beaverton Weekly Report. I am Ian McIntyre, filling in for Luke, who is down there bailing out the seawall in New Orleans, I assume. I think he actually just wanted the weekend off. With me tonight is two of our regular panelists, both of whom are still waiting to see if their separatist referendums get approved. It's Nile Séguin and MacKay.
Hello.
If anyone can do it, it's us.
Yeah, we're on it. We're on it. Also, from what we know about Luke, I think he's down there like wrecking levees, right?
Yeah.
He started with democracy. The guy just likes destroying stuff.
He has a sledgehammer specifically for levies.
He has a sledgehammer for levees and democracy.
Yeah.
And also joining us this evening, coming all the way from Halifax, actually, we've got comedian, writer, comedy writer, bon vivant, Clare Belford. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
So you write on 22 Minutes these days?
I do. Not these current days. We're on hiatus, but I have in recent days.
Excellent. All right, cool. How are things this season?
They were good. They were, yeah, it was a happening season.
We'll fix it in post.
It's okay. It's the end of the day. We're all a little punchy.
It's so happening. There's lots of news, and we parodied it.
Well, that's fantastic.
It's pretty happening.
Already broke them.
Lean into it.
Well, speaking of news that we're going to parody, we are going back out to Alberta for more of the separatist follies. This is our first story. The Alberta separatist referendum is going to a ballot in the fall. Asterix, sort of. We keep having to cover the separatist thing on this podcast, not because we want to, but because they keep topping themselves with how comically inept the effort is going. Every week, it's like, oh no, they did another Gong Show thing, and we have to talk about it again. Claire, you're originally from Alberta. What do you make of this?
Yes, I am from Alberta, and I'm left-leaning, and so like growing up there, I wasn't really necessarily aligned with the politics, and so I actually did separate from Alberta myself, so I don't know if I'm exactly qualified. But I do want to say that I think it's nice for them to have a project.
Aww.
You know,
Yeah.
the Trudeau flags are over, and they needed a new thing.
Just like something to keep them busy in the summertime.
Yeah, they need just to keep their hands busy.
Yeah, make their own fun.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it would ever really take hold, but I've been disappointed before, so.
You want to see how far they get this time?
I guess. I don't know. It's like they're going to go, right? So.
Oh. We'll see how far they get. This week, after the Should We Leave the Country referendum failed to get on the ballot, because like we said last week, they didn't consult Indigenous groups, the UCP decided to do a weird end run and do like a topsy-turvy pro-Canada referendum question of should we do nothing and stay in Canada? It's kind of like polling the residents of your house to be like, hey, should we not burn our house down? And then it's like it's suspicious that you're even asking. So they had a committee. They met to vote on this, and then there was some problem. The UCP-controlled legislature committee, they put out a press release about how the referendum was actually happening hours before they had even taken a vote. Like they had it locked and loaded. That sounds above board, right, guys?
Man, that scheduled send button is real hard to click sometimes. I've been there. I get it. I've been there.
AM, PM?
Yeah. You just you can't quite get it, and you're like, shit, I sent it. Oh, well.
Social media management is hard.
It is hard.
Says the guy running
specifically
the Beaverton social media.
Oh, man, if they'll run it for me, I will gladly take it off my hands.
Well, I mean, after this, do you want them to? Stuff will be posted way too early.
They're motivated.
They are driven.
It feels kind of like a kid, it's double negative day or it's negative day or whatever. Like I didn't not spill the grape juice, the way they're just trying to reframe the question. It's very like that. It's like an idiot thinks they've outsmarted you.
Oh, they definitely think it's quite clever.
Yes, yeah, they really like that.
It's got the real the riddle of there are two brothers, one of them always lies and one always tells the truth.
Yeah, very riddly.
Yeah.
I think if that was a referendum question, that'd be amazing. They're two brothers. One always wants to stay in Canada. The other one... And I don't know what the question would be. I'm not good at riddles, you guys.
Who wants to walk on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon? Who wants to? Anyone? Oh, okay.
Also vote for your local alderman.
Alderman 3 legs.
So, did Danielle Smith, like, is she just cranking out her press releases early because she wants to duck out of the offices early? Like, why is she banking work ahead of time on this?
Got to get down to the hunting store.
Well, you really did leave Alberta.
Before they close.
You see Albertans the way the rest of the country sees Albertans.
I have a very interesting Alberta lore.
In fairness, you're among friends on this podcast. We don't know shit about Alberta.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Yeah, good.
No, this is fantastic. That said, hey, when we were in Edmonton in January, we had a wonderful time. Edmonton is a wonderful little oasis.
It is. That's where, yeah, especially like the university area.
That's where we were, and we didn't really leave there.
No, same with me. That's how I lived.
Oh, nice.
Maybe that section will separate once they separate. Right?
Cute.
Old Strathcona.
Like a little Berlin.
Yes.
You can fly in and out.
And they can just keep separating into like
Circle
little
around.
Russian dolls,
love
nesting
it.
dolls.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
I love that. So every conservative right now keeps saying that they are pro staying in Canada, like Danielle Smith, Pierre Poilievre, the MP who made the referendum vote happen, Nate Glubish. He kind of looks like the kid who shot Drake on Degrassi.
Yeah, yeah.
He really does.
He did.
He keeps saying, like, no, I'm pro staying in Canada. I just insist on making this referendum happen, come hell or high water. Are they playing a dangerous game with this?
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Both sides are already like, this is stupid.
Like, even the separatists are like, this is dumb.
They're like, this is capitulating. She's bending. Like, she just go ahead with the vote.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole thing of like, you can't do this because you didn't consult indigenous groups. They're like, who cares?
Exactly. The separatists are like, they think that she's folded.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really interesting because, like, I had a theory that, like, she was totally happy to, like, ride this wave as long as the separatists don't reach critical mass, right? Because if they reach critical mass and they win the vote and then they leave Canada, she has the worst fucking job in the world, which is to negotiate Alberta leaving Canada, right? So, and then her career's over. Like it's like Brexit. She's not coming back from that. So as long as she can, like, feed the fire but not actually have anything happen, I think she's, like, in a good position. But if they're already cranky at her, like, I think it's already starting to backfire, it sounds like, which is good. I think it's good. I think when you do bad stuff, there should be consequences.
Absolutely.
Whoa, easy. Whoa, let's not get crazy.
I mean, not for me, for me or you or
Oh, okay,
Claire.
good.
Maybe a little bit for Ian, he's on thin ice, and definitely for Luke.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone else?
Destroying levees. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because you're host. When you're not host, you're back on the same team.
Yeah.
But you're host. So
I got substitute teacher vibes.
you got
Substitute teacher
vibes.
energy.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just doing our jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
No, fair. I'd be upset if you didn't.
Idiot.
You've seen how we've run roughshod over poor Luke Gordon Field? It's your turn, Ian McIntyre. Brace yourself.
I've done this enough times. I know what it's like. I'm also too tired from being up at 5 a.m. with a newborn to really fight back.
Oh, there's no sport in it then.
Yeah, I mean, like, can she do this indefinitely? Is there an endpoint where she runs out of courting the separatists' tiger, like, rope?
Yeah, gotta be.
Sure. I mean, like, they turfed Jason Kenney for much the same reason. Like, do we see that happening to Danielle Smith?
I mean, bare minimum, we all die someday, you know?
Bare minimum.
So it lights out at some point, you know?
Thanks for taking the big picture, Megan.
It's a really big picture.
I'm here for the 1,000-foot view and nothing else. That's, you know.
No, they love to turn on someone. So, yeah, it's inevitable, I think. Yeah.
It does really sound like the separatists are like, obviously people always say dog that caught the car, but they just want to be mad at something.
Yes, yeah. They have to have a target, yeah.
And she's a closer target.
Oh, for sure. Oh, my God, yeah. She's actually in such a tough spot. I never really thought about that. She's dealing with the most insane group of people.
Oh, no, for sure. And she's been, like, ably stoking this for months,
Oh,
if
for
not
sure.
years now.
Yeah.
Because it clearly is, obviously it's the leverage. It's the thing of like, hey, Ottawa, we might separate. Give us more pipelines, I guess, even more than the one that you already bought us. But yeah, just I this week especially, I'm like, how long can you keep this
up?
for?
Yeah, absolutely. It feels very gaslighty too. I mean, sort of separately, they're just sort of like, hey, we're just having a referendum to have a referendum over here. Like, we're not doing anything.
Yeah, what's her pitch? Like, I'm not fully understanding. She says, I don't want to separate, but I'm going to do this referendum anyways. Does she know she's in charge? Like, she could not do it, right? Like, I have no choice. No, you do have choices, actually.
Yeah, if only someone who was the premier put a stop to this.
It does kind of feel, I don't know, it feels suspect. It feels like, I don't know, maybe just speed run it. Maybe they should just go. Just go, and then like all the other provinces will look and be like, "Oh, that did not go well," and now we don't never have to have this conversation again. Then when Quebec's like, "We're gonna separate," we're like, hey, "How's that going for Alberta?" And then they'll quiet down.
Take a little jaunt, come back in Q3, we'll regroup. It's fine.
our quarterly separatist referendum.
Exactly, it's fine.
Listen, yeah, it's like, you know what? Like, sure, let's open up our marriage. Go out there, and then see how the dating circuit is. It's not good. And then you'll come back and you'll realize what you had at home.
Yeah. If you love something, let it go.
Oh, yeah. Maybe push it to Montana. I think that's the expression?
Yeah, let it go to Montana.
And
Kick it violently towards Montana.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that's correct. And then it doesn't like Montana because I think Yellowstone is there, and then it comes back, and it's like, Taylor Sheridan's doing crazy shit down here. Please let me back in the house.
Are they going to have to add Heartland to the Yellowstone cinematic universe?
I mean, why not? They're putting anything in there these days.
The crossover we've all been waiting for.
Oh my God.
It's got a horse in it. Why not? Who cares? It's the quality control.
By the way, you just accidentally came up with the next Taylor Sheridan show title. It's got a horse in it. Why not? 7 seasons easy.
Slam dunk.
Well, you know who really does want a separatist referendum to happen? It is apparently the United States and Russia.
Sure.
So there's been a report recently about a lot of this separatist stuff that's happening online, the TikTok accounts, the YouTube accounts. They are based out of other countries that are not in Canada. Apparently, AlbertaSeparatist.com went online last year, right after Carney won the election. It had all these social media accounts. Most of the reporting, this is from collection of groups, Disinfo Watch, the Canadian Digital Media Research Network, and CASI Labs, which I'm sure we're all really familiar with. I'm glad I wrote that down and read it awkwardly. Anyway, they showed that a lot of these articles that were being posted came from a Russian covert influence network known as Storm 1516, which sounds cool as fuck.
It kind of does.
A little bit.
It has like Star Wars 501, 501st Battalion
Sure.
vibes.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Why?
Totally.
Yeah. Like a Y1300 class racist or whatever. I don't know.
Y-class racists are deadly. Very unpopular figure in the Star Wars toy store section.
Actually, extremely popular with one type of fan specifically, and no one else.
Those are the fans that they're targeting right now.
Fans that,
The only ones they listen to.
You should hear what Grogu says off mic. It's crazy.
Well, he almost got canceled like Gina Carano.
Correct.
He agreed with her.
They stayed in touch. Like, you can tell. When
They
you hear
DM.
them, they stayed in touch, for sure.
Yeah, off mic he started that conversation, and then she was on mic when it continued.
But he was
just
like
smart enough to shut
He was
up.
first on the call sheet, so he got to keep his job.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Anyway, so apparently, this is all articles, posts, things like that. They've been posting about Alberta and separatist stuff, 51st state kind of stuff. The report said like 67 online articles came out of there since earlier last year, which was a lot considering that like they don't talk about Canada that much on the whole, but all of a sudden they were very focused on this. There's also AI, they call them, CIBC called them, or sorry, CIBC, Jesus Christ, I'm going too fast. The CBC wrote a report, they called them slopaganda videos, which is real cute, being made by Dutch content creators. Why do the Dutch want to get in on this?
Wow.
Don't they have like weird, like specific weird piracy laws or something in the Nether? I don't actually know. I just remember back in the day when I torrented content that there's a reason that a lot of websites were based in the Netherlands. But
That takes me back.
yeah, it's been a minute. Remember when the Pirate Bay was different every week? Yeah, that was rough. Couldn't get my Saturday Night Live very easily back then, I'll tell you that. Now I can afford cable, it's different, but woof.
A lot of the separatist content is being pushed by conservative influencers in the United States. You actually kind of mentioned this earlier, Megan. There's Tenet Media, which, according to a U.S. indictment, is just fully funded by the Russian government.
Sure.
It's that Tim Pool guy, the beanie enthusiast.
Shut up. Him?
Yeah.
When he gets all upset because someone tried to take his hat off, and he's like, don't take my hat off, I have hair under there.
Do you?
He said it, I don't know.
I don't believe that he does.
I didn't take his hat off, I'm sure. It's okay if he doesn't. That's not my business. It's between him and the hat and God, presumably. I don't...
I just love that report came out in like 2024 and everyone was like, hey, aren't you guys a Russian influence op? And they're like, you got us. And they're still going.
Sure.
For them. That's nice.
It's nice. A little bit of stability in the job market. Anyone who can get it,
Yeah.
go for it.
That, and it's nice. It's a refreshing honesty.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah, I guess we are.
like the only honest moment we've had is in like 10 years. You got us for sure. We are going to destroy your country.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
good
And I mean,
luck.
we all work in media. Like, jobs are disappearing. It's
Yeah.
nice that someone's staying in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, committed.
Committed, yeah. For the love of the game. So I guess the question I want to ask above all is, why are they all so obsessed with us? These other countries, why are they so obsessed with Alberta separatism?
Gosh. I don't know. Does anybody know?
I think it's just like instability. They just kind of want people to
Want to shake us
I-
up?
Yeah, just like whoa, you know. I did a little wiggle. You can't see, but on the podcast, I did.
No,
It was a good
whoa.
wiggle.
The audio covered it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
Like that
you.
was the
Thank
correct
you. No, this is
translation.
why I love working with you. You're so
Whoa.
validating.
I
But
wish you were here last week. They dunked on my amazing plan to coat 300 kilometers north of the 49th parallel with maple syrup.
Wait, who did? Who?
Well,
Are
some
you
individuals
serious?
who.
Luke was
Right?
taking shots at
I've
it.
And I was like, if Meg were here.
I would have your back.
Yeah.
Luke Gordon Field, I will kill you with a gun. No, I won't. Please keep paying me. I'm sorry. Please keep paying me. I'm so sorry. I won't do it. Please keep paying me.
I will, but also keep paying me.
Oh, shit.
I just love that it's 3 weeks in a row that we've mentioned this
paying me.
ridiculous maple syrup plan.
Ridiculous or amazing?
Yeah, I feel like that actually just is
Ridiculously amazing.
growing in popularity.
Watch it happen.
Yeah.
So instability. Okay, that seems like the most obvious
I think-
geopolitical reason.
Listen, I mean, I don't know why, but I think my biggest concern is like, okay, why don't we have our Canadian hacking people? Where's our farms of hackers? Like, you know, can we have
Right.
something to cheer
Or are they
on
off?
when it's like
are
not
they
winter?
off destabilizing some other country somewhere?
No,
A real random one, like
Yeah.
Argentina or something.
Just really getting
I just wish
in the weeds in Argentina.
you know, it would be nice if we like, you know, good defense is a good offense type situation. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Like we invented the BlackBerry for God's sakes.
And that's still doing great.
Humiliating.
So
We should be hacking, like separating a whole bunch of nations.
That's actually what our bot farms work on, old Blackberries. It's why it takes them
that
so
might
long.
be our problem.
wait, if you had to hack any nation on Earth, which one would you hack? Which nation?
Oh, U.S. easy.
Really?
Yeah,
Too scary,
I'd split
too hard.
California.
I'm busy. I gotta go with one that has low cybersecurity. You know what I mean?
So Canada.
I'd probably do a self hack. I'd hack into my own computer because I forgot my password. That's probably what I would do. Yeah.
Claire, is there a country that you would hack into if you could?
Oh God, yeah, the United States. I feel like I couldn't handle it. I don't want to know the darkness.
I feel like it's an open door that's easy to push on. They seem easy to hack.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. I
feel
don't know. I can't even fathom being able to hack anything. It's really hard to imagine where I would go with that.
That's a good point. I feel like if you were going to hack the U.S., this administration would be the time.
Right.
Whoever was there to stop it has been fired, and they got doged. The office is probably just empty. You could just walk in. The screensaver is top secret files.
Well, that actually brings us to our next topic, which is a very appropriate segue. We're going to talk about the United States. It's been like 4 weeks since we had anything Trump-related as a topic on this podcast.
Wow.
You're
good
welcome, the
job.
listeners.
Yeah, good job.
That
We
is-
did it.
Yeah, no,
we
that's
broke our
commendable.
streak.
I admire
We
our
had
restraint.
one. Yeah.
So we are coming back to talk about this because Trump has achieved peace in the Middle East, provided you don't ask the Iranians to corroborate that. This weekend, Trump has been declaring that they are 95% of the way there to having a deal for peace in the Middle East. He says the only sticking points are the Strait of Hormuz and the nuclear weapons program.
It's a whole thing.
So the whole thing,
Yeah,
yes.
got it. Okay, sure.
Yeah, that 5% is the entire thing that they're trying to negotiate.
I'd love to know what he settled.
But they figured out, lunch plans. They've got lunch on lock.
Yeah, they did the thing where you pass the phone around for the Uber Eats order. They nailed it.
Yeah.
It took a few days.
Anytime I'm in a writer's room where they pass around a lunch thing, my inner Nova Scotian kicks in, and I always have to order the simplest thing, just because I feel bad making anyone do anything complicated or with substitutions.
Wow.
Is that okay? I'm the only one that does that.
I look for the most expensive
too.
thing on the
Yeah.
menu.
Okay.
Yeah, because they got money. I'm here. I wouldn't be here if they didn't have money. Bring me
enough.
my lunch steak.
And they'll write this off.
I'll write it
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Write it off. It's fine.
Fair enough. All right.
Ian, the
remember that
only
next
good
time.
person at the table. That's good. It's good.
Oh no, it's a shame thing. It's not good.
Oh, it's a shame. Okay,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah.
that's fine.
It's a sickness.
Internalized.
It's a sickness.
It's a sickness. Exactly.
It's a disease, an awful disease. Understood. Okay.
So apparently, U.S. and Iranian officials, they're calling this a memorandum of understanding.
Yes!
They're just stealing Mark Carney's MOU move.
I love it. Took a minute, but it's catching on. Mark started something.
He is.
Yeah.
He's a trendsetter. That's why he's always overseas in Europe, because he's like, I'm going to get this MOU thing.
Yeah, he's getting it around. Yeah, he's hacking it into countries.
Oh yeah,
So?
it's gonna explode. No one's getting married anymore. It's just memorandums of understanding.
Memorandum of understanding is the new black.
It's the new one. You are cordially invited to our memorandum of understanding.
I mean, as far as Mark Carney's concerned, that sounds romantic as hell.
Definitely.
I mean,
Oh, my
it's
goodness.
the first three letters of the word mouth, so it's pretty romantic if you ask me.
Wow.
The most romantic part of the word mouth. The TH is everywhere. You know what I mean? The TH is everywhere. There's TH in every word. You know, it's kind of common. But an MOU, how often do you see those three letters buddying up?
Oh, I was looking at the word memorandum, and I'm like,
I know. I was trying to work.
Am
I was trying to work my way through, and it was.
right.
It's
She's on the acronym.
It's
Okay,
all
got it.
Yeah, it's. I often get feedback that sometimes I say things that are confusing. I don't know why.
I can't fathom why.
I don't know why.
And it's like, and I didn't ask.
So outrageous.
Thank you.
Pure unsolicited feedback. So it really seems like this deal that Trump is bragging about is just going to get things back to where they were at the beginning of all this. Pretty much what the Obama deal was, the JCPOA that they negotiated like 10 plus years ago. Trump disagreed. He posted, and I quote, "If I make a deal with Iran, it will be a good and proper one, not like the one made by Obama. Our deal is the exact opposite, but nobody has seen it or knows what it is. It isn't even fully negotiated yet, so don't listen to the losers."
I love it.
That really covers it all, doesn't it?
The exact. It's really because to call it the exact opposite is so like he's like telling on himself. It's like the exact opposite of a deal is that there is not a deal.
To be clear, that wasn't just a post. That was the memorandum of understanding. It was very brief.
Like the Iranian officials have to sign under that.
Yeah, they're like, what did we just agree to?
To not
opposite?
to not listen to the losers, obviously.
Yeah, don't listen to the losers.
Iran is actually they fought for that last part.
did.
No, we can't listen to the losers.
can't.
Either you put that in, or we're keeping the nukes. That's non-negotiable.
This is good life advice. So what are some other examples of Trump burning something down and then demanding credit for putting out some of the fire? Because I feel like this is a pattern of his. This happens a lot.
I can't even. I just like I was. There's been so many examples of this, and they just fall out of my brain at this point. Like I'm just.
Oh yeah, it's he flood. What is it? Flood the
Flood the
zone.
zone.
Flood the zone.
Yes,
Flood
my,
the
my
zone.
zone is flooded.
The flood. Yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. This is why I'm not. When he's speaking, I'm like, Okay, just swipe left. I'm not listening.
Okay, I was worried.
Swipe left. Like,
Yeah, you know.
you're seeing him on Hinge.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad
I'm
you
seeing him
mentioned.
on Unhinged. It's a very niche app.
Wow.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Claire. I feel the same way. I feel like when I try to remember Trump stuff that has happened in either Administration 1 or Administration 2, it's white noise in my head.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I know I was like, this was literally just happening, that he was solving a problem that he had created. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, I got some.
Oh,
See what I do for my
Nile,
notes.
the receipts.
What I do for my notes is I just cross out and I just keep going to the next thing. Okay, so remember ICE? Do we still care
Yeah.
about Minnesota?
Sure.
I remember
Right,
ICE.
there's Minnesota.
Right, they
There's
were
a
in
shooting,
Minnesota.
Right?
That's right.
Remember the bridge? He was very upset about the bridge. Is that still
The
happening?
bridge, yeah.
That actually is still happening.
He's still upset?
The mayor of Windsor has
Oh,
been
the
like,
bridge. That was the thing.
Yeah. The mayor of Windsor has said, "Fuck it, we're not opening the bridge," and he's trying to call their bluff. But point taken, yes, he was mad about that for a weekend and then stopped.
Oh, Greenland. Is he? How's that going?
Oh wow.
Yeah. Remember the classics? I feel like
Yeah.
I'm reading all the
hits.
singles from a greatest,
The greatest
hits
hits.
album.
Yeah, it's like a commercial with just a list of songs
Oh my
going up
God.
the side.
It's Big Shiny Policies 6 or whatever, yeah.
I was a bigger fan of Big Shiny Policies 3.
Me too, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the big one. That was the one, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few others. He's done.
It's kind of his thing.
It's
It really
he's
is.
volume. How do I do it? Volume.
So this comes right now. This is a couple days after House Republicans last week. There was about to be a vote on a war powers resolution, would have restricted Trump's ability to have a war in Iran, and the House Republicans delayed the vote for a month because the Democrats were going to win. That vote was going to pass because a couple of Republicans were actually going to vote with them. Right now, are they just pulling fire alarms to evacuate the building to stop from doing anything?
I mean, I recognize some bitches in coast mode when I see it, you know? They're
Oh my God.
they're just trying to get to the midterms, you know?
Coast, but they're a year into this administration.
I know, and they're freaking coasting to the midterms, hoping if I don't move, then my voters will forget that I'm here and they'll vote for me accidentally.
T-Rex rules.
Yes, exactly. That's my theory.
The T-Rex technique.
Yeah,
That's great.
that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want to defend anything he's doing right now. They're so sick of defending the gas prices, the wars. They're also having to now defend his very, very blatant stock market corruption. The BBC reports that in the first 3 months of this year, 3,711 stock market trades were made on Trump's behalf. That is more trades than all previous presidents put together. And that was just in the first 3 months of this year. He's made like $750 million just off of these alone. He's also buying stocks in companies like Dell Computers and then promoting them from the White House. That feels embarrassingly small potatoes to me. Like, if you were an evil president, how would you make money off of the office? Like, if you had no morals, no scruples, how would you do it? How would be your scheme?
Like, however, like Bill Clinton and Bush did it. You know they did it. You know there's a big pile of obscene money, but we'll never know how. And that's how you do it. You got to be classy when you're evil.
Behind closed doors, you know, in the shadows. Yeah. Have some class and do your corruption.
For the love of God.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Some decorum.
Yeah, some manila envelopes in a parking garage or however it's done in D.C.
My God.
I mean, I feel like I've said on this podcast before that Donald Trump and I have a symbiotic sort of psychic connection where I know if I was president, I would behave almost identically to him, like 1 to 1. There's no way except for the racism, maybe, probably, definitely, hold on, definitely not the racist parts, but the insider trading. God, I would love to do some insider trading. I wish I could. I wish I had any insider knowledge, but
I would love to dedicate myself to building a ballroom.
Yeah, it's so elegant.
You still can.
Thank you. You're right.
You absolutely can.
Wow,
Technically, you
you're
can,
right.
yes.
That dream's not dead.
You guys, I gotta go.
We saw a dream take place on this podcast. That was great.
I'll call it the Nile Ballroom.
Oh, that's nice.
You guys seen photos of Claire's house? What happened? What is that next to her?
She bulldozed it one night without any warning, and she says she's building a ballroom, but
A lot of chandeliers, though, so halfway there.
And no windows. What's so?
Kind of stacking chandeliers like bricks.
Good for you. I think that's beautiful.
a ballroom built entirely out of chandeliers.
Just about drank these pens.
There's too many mugs around, listeners. Too many mugs on this podcast table. Okay, another money thing. Trump orders his Justice Department, that is currently led by his own former criminal lawyer, to create a a fund for victims of Justice Department weaponization, which is just going to be a slush fund to pay out January 6th insurrectionists and maybe any Trump goon who was dumb enough to get caught in the first administration. The amount of the slush fund is going to be $1.776 billion, aka 1776, which all the J6 rioters chanted because it's the year the country was opened for business. I forget.
They opened it. They dropped a bunch of shit into a lake or something, and then they became.
It was the soft launch.
It was a soft launch.
That was it. Yeah.
It was a soft launch.
was like-
It was just like George Washington's hand on Instagram.
See, he knows how to do social media at the right time.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not too early.
Exactly. It's just his hand reaching for like an apple tree, or what did he cut down? Cherry tree.
Oh,
Or
I thought
cherry
you were
tree
gonna see.
branch.
I thought it was like his hand holding like a bunch of tea bags because of the Boston Tea Party.
Oh well, that would be a
Go
different kind of.
I thought maybe it was like an engagement announcement.
Him and Betsy Ross. Yeah.
Oh, she made the flag, didn't she? Dinner. That's good for her.
This is now an American history podcast. Tune in next week. Okay, so are there any other numbers other than 1776 that would have been very clever for them to make the number of the slush fund?
I always loved 420-69-69. I think that's always a
That
classic
would have been
choice.
amazing. That would have been begrudging respect. Like, if they had done that, I'd be like, I want to be mad.
Yeah.
It's so terrible what they've done. It's so much money, but that's very funny.
Oh, man. For real, a couple of weeks ago, the first thing we realized when our daughter was born was that she was born on 420.
Yeah.
And we were
Hitler's
like-
birthday.
Hitler's birthday, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But we looked it up. It's also George Takei's birthday, so we're going to lean hard into that.
Okay.
Wow, Star Trek's Hitler.
Yeah.
Wow, that's I don't know enough to refute that, so I just
I
believe
find
I
I'm
do.
learning.
I think I do.
I'm learning. No, guys, I'm just flooding the zone. I've realized how effective it is. I'm just flooding the zone.
Just say whatever you want.
He was terrible.
Yeah, say whatever you want. We don't have time to fact check.
We cannot. Yeah,
We
if I
truly
just keep
don't.
spewing-
It's going to get out there.
Yeah.
I've said a lot of incorrect things on the podcast in the last few weeks alone.
No, that's incorrect. See, I'm doing it now.
There he is.
I
Just
loved
keep
it.
going.
I really liked how he framed this slush fund. It was for the victims of Justice Department weaponization. The idea of like being against weaponizing justice is just so like the phrasing of it is just incredible.
Oh, for sure.
Justice should never be weaponized.
No, it should sit on a shelf, and it should never be used, especially not against criminals, aka all my friends.
Never unbox justice. Just keep it in the package. The resale value will be amazing.
We only weaponize military weapons against countries who can't fight back.
Well, speaking of countries that can't fight back,
Let's get
Cuba.
Oh no.
So the last thing they're doing right now, possibly because the war in Iran went so poorly, they want a gimme country, like a palooka, to get their stats back up. So Marco Rubio is ramping up an invasion of Cuba, pretty obviously, because he's wanted to for a really long time. The Justice Department officially charged Raul Castro with murder for downing some U.S. planes in 1996. 94-year-old Raul Castro they are going after. Plus, Rubio accused Cuba of having Chinese and Russian weapons, being a state sponsor of terror. He keeps talking about how terribly the average Cuban lives, how they're forced to eat garbage, and they don't have any firewood or things like that, mostly due to the regime, and also mostly due to U.S. sanctions on Cuba that they could lift any time. Why does Rubio have such a boner to invade Cuba?
I don't.
Well, I mean, the whole thing was no new wars, right? So at least they've been picking on Cuba for a long time.
This is a classic war.
Yeah, classic war.
Yes.
War classic.
Big shiny policy 7 coming in nice and early.
Just rebranding it. This
Yeah,
isn't a war.
Iran was the new Coke of wars, and now they're reverting back to war classic. That makes a lot of sense.
I'm going to say something ignorant. Another ignorant thing. Fifth ignorant thing this episode, perhaps.
Please.
I think that, as far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, and if anyone gets mad at me, sorry, but I think that there is like a small group of Cuban Americans who came over from Cuba who are like really upset about the regime change because when they redistributed all the wealth, their wealth was the wealth that was redistributed. So like, I don't know if that's like a thing with Marco Rubio or anything like that. I don't know his upbringing. I don't know his background. I don't know his situation. And I couldn't, gun to my head, pointing out Cuba on a map. You're kidding me. But like, I think maybe.
Megan, I love how you're so chaotic that most of the time you say crazy nonsense, and the one time you're like, I'm going to say something crazy, you fully accurately described Marco Rubio's family history.
Baby, you know I didn't Google it and just guessed really good this time again. I love it.
Is that real? You just guessed? You just sort of had a hunch?
I'm sure I watched a TikTok or something that informed me.
But it's stuck in, and now you could kind of discover it as your own idea.
It bubbles up, and I'm like, oh, I wrote Titanic. You know, like that happens.
Yes.
And then 3 years later, you're like, shit, the movie with the boat, I wrote that.
No, that is the whole thing. Like Rubio's family was forced to flee Cuba. I forget what decade it was, but they went to Miami and then built themselves up from there. And he has understandably held a grudge. But maybe our grudges should be worked out in therapy and not in geopolitical conflict.
That seems fair.
I think a lot of men could internalize that.
Yeah, take notes. Except one Miami resident doing it right, Pitbull. He's clear. He's doing great.
What's he doing?
Just music.
Just music.
Just Mr. Worldwide.
Music.
Yeah.
Just
Mr.
doing
Worldwide.
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide, not starting any wars.
Yeah.
He's
Mr. Worldwide
fine.
Peace.
There you go.
Hey.
What did you say?
I said he's fine.
Oh, he's fine.
Like acceptable as a man, but like Mr. Worldwide Peace was like that was
That's
a
a
slam dunk.
Thank
That was
you.
a home
That's a
run.
closer
I
tonight.
liked it.
Aw,
That was a closer.
guys.
Yeah. Come back next week.
This has already been great. Standing invitation.
You're okay with commuting, right?
There have been so many times where I've gone, geez, I don't know. That's my answer. I love you guys. Thank you.
All of us have said that numerous times,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking it through this whole thing. Trust me.
It's the other name of this
Goodness.
podcast.
Yeah. Oh, geez, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, it's actually funny, Claire, that you mentioned unhealthy men, because that actually dovetails perfectly
Oh
into
my
our
God,
next
we're
topic.
so good.
Yeah, we're just banging out those segues. We are going into the Manosphere, begrudgingly. I'm so sorry. I've wanted to talk about this in this podcast for a couple weeks now, ever since I watched Louis Theroux's Into the Manosphere, and I realized a lot of people have been talking about this. This is a thing I've been following for a long time, because I'm definitely part of it.
Yeah.
It's that kind of podcast.
Yeah.
I'm a 44-year-old man behind a podcast mic. Of course I'm in the Manosphere.
He's got an Andrew Tate tattoo.
Yeah.
But you'll never see it, because it's in somewhere very private.
Yes.
Yeah. And
In somewhere.
we made a rule to not talk about crevices on this podcast. And God damn it, we are not breaking that rule today.
That's when you know you're a fan. It's in somewhere. I can't finish this tattoo. You've passed out 3 times. Push through.
So, for those unfamiliar with it, the Manosphere is a varied collection of kind of websites, videos, online forums. They're all purporting to promote masculinity. And it kind of runs the gamut from like men's self-improvement all the way to outright misogyny and hating of feminism and things like that. First off, just to throw it out to the group, what do we know about the Manosphere? Have we ever had any experiences with
It's flat, right? I mean, it's hard to imagine anyone not having experiences with it at this point, right? Like,
Sure.
everyone's got to have been touched by it.
Yeah, the stink is everywhere.
It's so stinky everywhere.
And they're also hot, you know?
Oh.
They're also like, God, I love a man who's like bald and whines and won't stop going to the gym. Like, hello. Wow. Everyone's had an encounter. That's all I'm telling myself.
No, absolutely.
Well, I mean, just in comedy in general, this isn't really
sure,
funny.
yeah.
This isn't really funny, but I would say I started comedy in I started comedy in Edmonton 15 years ago, and I talk to new female comedians now about their experiences in comedy and with certain men or male-dominated rooms. It genuinely sounds worse than it did 15 years ago in Alberta.
how?
It's just the disregard and the disregard for other people's comfort. You know, it's far worse.
Well, it almost feels like with it being such a thing online and people trying to like farm clips and stuff like that, it's becoming a recursive thing. Whereas like, oh, now I have to go to live shows and rooms and make that kind of content happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super gross.
It's definitely.
I'm sorry, it's been so long since I even tried to do stand-up that I'd really hoped the rooms got more pleasant.
They were for a while. You know, I feel like I've watched this crazy pendulum swing over the course of my career because it was like when I was new that we were kind of starting the safe space room conversation and like, you know, yeah, and then there was such a swing back the other way. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Well, speaking of guys in the Manosphere, we mentioned Andrew Tate already. Just to set a barometer of the kind of stuff that these guys prophesize about online, let's play that clip of Andrew Tate that we've got.
Or I challenge men to duels. And they're like, oh, we can't duel. I don't have a sword. You're a full-grown man. You ain't got a sword. So I'll walk around with a sword because I'm unconventional. I do not comply. The world at large has told you, watch Netflix, eat the bugs, watch Disney, don't have a sword, don't walk around with a sword. That's what they want you to do.
So it's basically that, right?
I can't believe that's real.
Is that recent?
Yes.
That's real?
Obviously, these guys are on there saying some awful, awful things and just toxic, terrible, anti-Semitic sometimes. And the first clip I found was that, and I'm like, I want that as a palate cleanser.
Somebody brought a sword to the mall and got in trouble. That's what happened. That's why that clip exists. He brought a sword to the mall and somebody got mad at him.
Look, I just want to cross our T's and dot our I's. We're sure this is not AI, right? Because I don't want, this could look very bad on us later. That was unhinged. That was beyond.
Yeah.
They don't want you to have a sword. Who's
Don't want you to have a sword.
I'm not 100% sure this is real. I'm just stating for the record, I'm like 20% thinking, is it real? That was amazing.
I'm just wondering if the Manosphere is trying to bring back dueling, because maybe that could take care of some of the problem.
I feel like 20 minutes ago I threatened to kill Luke with a gun. So like we're not that far off. You know?
Fair point.
Yeah, way to blame the Manosphere.
This is how you've been affected.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
It's reached you.
It has. It reached me. And
No,
it's,
that's all you. That was there before.
You were being so nice to me, Claire, but it's true. The devil's been inside me this whole time. I don't know what to say.
So one thing when people talk about the Manosphere online, it's a little unclear, like who is part of and who is not part of this weird amorphous blob of kind of male-dominated content creators online. So I'm just getting, like, what do you think? Like, Joe Rogan, is he
Yes.
part of this thing or not?
Yes.
Obviously.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sorry. Idiot.
Idiot.
Get your shit together. What the hell? What even kind of question?
Is Joe Rogan part of the man?
I love it that you start to become Manosphere. You fucking moron.
Bald. Complains. Goes to the gym too much. He passes the vibe check, is
for
all I'm
sure.
saying. It's just
Casually endorses fascists.
there you go.
Pretends he's not.
Huge nipples.
Oh.
Yeah, have you seen the pictures?
Is that part of the Manosphere?
Wait, really?
Disturbing. Yeah. I don't know where I came across. There's like a photo. He's doing like a cold plunge, and it's just, it's disturbing.
Okay, so what we know about the
They're huge.
Manosphere
They're
is
huge.
misogyny, enormous nips.
Well,
Yeah.
and I
You
did
know
want
what?
to ask.
Yeah, have them take off their shirts. That's how you tell.
That's how you tell.
That's how it's. If your nipples start to
I did
grow.
want to ask because you said you wanted to wait until it was sort of a less dude-heavy lineup to talk about this.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes, that- yes.
And I just wanted to check that documentary came out over 2 months ago, correct?
Yeah.
And this podcast is weekly.
We had to. We tricked Luke into going to destroy some levees because he is an alpha bro.
I should also clarify, I don't host that often. I've only hosted twice since then, and the other time that I hosted, I was so desperate to find people that I could only put together a 3-dude lineup.
Only men were available.
Yeah. Only men's.
I get it. Only men.
Only men.
No, I
Yeah,
get it.
we showed our feet a lot on this audio podcast. It wasn't successful.
Well, you tried it.
So it is audio.
Yeah.
It's both.
It's both. It's a little bit of both. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Sorry,
a little
we'll
bit of
cut
here and
this.
there.
I kind of wanted to see what would happen after if we were like, yeah, just audio. To see what Claire does. Just starts doing rails of coke off the table. We can still hear it, Claire.
No, but Claire, that's a fully
I was
accurate
just,
thing to
I'm
call
just
out.
joshing around.
It's also the thing of I'm terrible at scheduling this podcast and always do it at the last minute.
No, I really wasn't trying to put you on the spot like this.
No, but that's the other thing too is like I find trying to parse what the hell this awful thing is can lead to some weirdly academic debates about it, and I would rather talk about it to people with different perspectives, also people who are maybe impacted by it. Because definitely as a guy, like I can see like this is repellent. I don't really like it.
But this is also the sneaky thing, because I read that about like waiting to have less dudes on. But it's that thing of like, I find it interesting where for all of the isms, we tend to want to be like, oh, let's talk to the impacted people. Yeah. But it's never like, what do you think of sexism or the manosphere or
yeah, because I mean,
like,
you guys are affected by it because you're betas, right? So
it says so on my driver's license, yes.
So I'm sure it's hard on you too.
I can't even argue against that. It's just too accurate.
I don't know if they use that terminology.
Claire, I have a sword. Because I refuse to comply. I have a sword. I know they don't want me to. I'm fine. I am emotionally fine.
Listeners, I think Claire has come in here and challenged me for dominance of the podcast and won it.
Swinging.
No, you're in charge now. You're the alpha of this podcast. No, but I mean,
I don't know. Do they use that terminology? I don't know if that's even.
They do.
Sure,
they do. It's
Okay.
a completely debunked terminology that involved wolves. Because of course they do. God forbid they should read. Oh God. All right. Whatever.
I don't know, Nile. In your travels online, have you ever encountered any of this kind of stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it's like I hate that I cannot remember who said this. But she was talking about how, like, during the Epstein, when we were still talking about Epstein and we hadn't hidden it with a war, they were talking about how, like, oh, you know, that's just how men are. That's the tendency that men tend to do that, and men in that blah blah blah. And she was pointing out how that is, or her theory was, that's kind of like something that people in the manosphere or people of that ilk want to put out there, because it distances people like us from the victims, right? It helps us forget that we have more in common with the victims than we do with the perpetrators. So yeah, it's just sneaky shit like that, where it's like, especially for like manosphere stuff and the patriarchy stuff, it's this weird, especially toxic masculinity. It's a weird snake eating its own tail, in that we are upset with toxic masculinity, but we will kind of be like, we will take like some toxic masculinity when we're dealing with the people who are being, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like there's a loneliness epidemic, like, oh, these fucking losers. And it's like, well, okay, wait, hold on. Well, you cannot be toxic if you're mad at toxicity, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's just a lot It's a lot
So
of
I am
grays.
sorry for calling you guys betas.
It's too late. I am going to become the worst.
I'm trying to push you further. I'm radicalizing you guys right
You
now.
have radicalized.
I'm already booking my flight to Austin.
But I actually think you raise a really good point there now, because it's like, I feel like a lot of these online grifters, because this feels like it's been going really in earnest since like the mid 2010s online, and maybe even before that, because a lot of the game, remember the pickup artist stuff online?
Yes.
I would argue this started as soon as we started like fracturing the way taxes are done and wealth is distributed in America in the 80s, right?
Sure.
Because like as soon as you have these rich fucking guys who are like, your money's my money now, and we're gonna tell you that you're paying less in taxes and you're gonna love it, but actually I'm just like siphoning wealth from the working class, right? The guy at the top who wants to keep all your money needs you to look at someone and hate them, right? So it's easiest to look at women, it's easiest to look at minorities, it's easiest to look at these people and be like, they're the reason you can't get a job. Right now, it's immigrants are the reason you can't get a job, right? So it is fundamentally like not to be like class obsessed, but it is like, it does come down to class alignment, right? Like it comes down to, you don't have enough, here's an enemy for you to be mad at, and also if you buy my course, you might join me on the upper echelons of it. And it's just like a constant grift tornado of these guys buying in and extracting wealth from these men.
Yes.
I love how you're Mr. Hyde and Dr. Jekyll, where 90% of the time you're a lunatic, and then this transformation comes over you and it's just knowledge. You're like, what just happened?
And did you know that, or did you just accurately guess that?
Just made it up.
Sometimes a dark presence takes over me. and just dark smoke billows out of all of my orifices, and I say something smart, and then I come back to my body, and I'm like, whoa, what would that bitch do? What?
Anyway, fucks.
There is a really weird burning smell in here now.
Yeah.
No, but you're totally right, especially in like that Louis Theroux documentary. Like every one of the guys that he meets and talks to is just a pure online grifter, selling courses, selling like terrible crypto investing tips and things like that. And because the online platforms they all post on reward for engagement as opposed to for good or quality, the more outrageous things they say, the more they get pushed out there, the more they get seen, the more young boys watch this kind of stuff. I actually think the thing I was going to say that you said a minute ago, Nile, is I do think, male loneliness epidemic. Sure, it's a thing. A lot of people will joke about. So many of these guys got there early, and these, pickup artists, men's rights activists, like 10 years ago is what they called them. They poisoned the well so early of like, we're the only ones talking to these guys. And I feel like it made it a lot harder to have real conversations about specific things that might be difficult for men in a good faith way, Anyway, sorry, that's me on my soapbox.
Wow, what a beta.
Thank you.
I just want to say it before Claire did. Because otherwise then I'm there with you. I'm just learning the game. I read a book. I read Claire's book, The Other Game.
The Other Game.
We're seeing the machine in action
Establishing
live.
podcast dominance.
So, okay, how do we think that we as a smart thinking society can try to fight this manosphere nonsense? Should there be social programs? Should we be talking to
I think
young
we have to
boys?
trans the kids.
Okay. What? I'm with you. I'm
To
tracking.
trans the kids, and then
Yeah.
it just sort of works itself out.
Trans all the kids.
Trans the
Okay.
kids, yeah.
Got it.
Keep doing that. Keep doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. That's all good.
Keep
we like
eating the
that.
cats, keep eating the
Exactly.
dogs.
That's
Yeah.
how we fix it. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
then all the boys will become girls,
Yeah.
so they won't be manosphere, and all the girls will become boys, but they'll remember what it was like to be
Yeah.
girls.
Yes.
Okay.
They'll have a lived
Yes.
experience, yeah.
Yeah, but then we're dealing with toxic femininity.
Doesn't exist.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, see, it's already started.
You're crazy.
You're part of the femisphere.
Oh, actually, that's a good question. Is there a female corollary to this? Is there a dark mirror to it? Is there something as
Maybe.
insidious?
There's a lot of like content targeted at women that's like, go find a rich guy to basically suck dry,
Okay.
like in multiple ways, but mostly money. I'm just saying, that's what it's about.
They have those other videos too.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I don't know. It's like, I guess, girl, get your bag. Like, I feel like that's a little bit different
Sure.
because it's guys with money who want to date 20-year-old women kind of know what they're doing. So, like, maybe that's toxic of me to say whatever, but, like, that's the closest analog I can think of.
No,
you know?
sure. And I'm not saying there has to be like a one-to-one, both sides
Yeah,
kind
no,
of thing.
no, of course,
but
yeah.
It feels like it's grifters preying on vulnerable young men. Isn't it like the fashion industry the version of that? Like if
there's
you're
like
sitting there with like a
there's
eating
like
disorder?
the wellness the wellness
yeah.
pipeline is really targeting women,
Yeah.
moms, new moms especially, like
But I'm thinking like
Yeah.
specifically young women, like young girls out of high school, right?
True.
Like I don't know if it's as bad as it was, but
well, like
when-
filler and Botox are being
Yeah.
used earlier and earlier.
right.
Yeah.
insane.
I know.
And it's
Insane
like,
how much.
Yeah.
are the eating disorder rates the same? Have they gone higher? Do we know?
I mean,
we're
everyone's-
going back.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's getting GLP-1s pushed on them all the time, you know?
What is that?
That's, what is the big one?
Ozempic?
Ozempic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's maybe not eating disorders, but like, it's like, oh, just
Body
get on this
dysmorphia,
drug and you'll
yeah.
you'll fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, okay.
But I mean, those are also targeted at men, I would assume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get everybody you can.
Yeah.
Ka-ching.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Well, okay, we are going to keep it moving along here, just looking at the time. This week, I do want to talk about this new CRTC decision that came out this week. They're going to be talking about how much U.S. streamers and Canadian broadcasters will have to contribute to Canadian content in film and television. So we all work in Canadian media in various forms. How do you find the Canadian industry has been faring lately? Vibe check.
Oh, you know. I work for an American company now, so great.
Yes.
Great, probably is what my guess is, because I had to go across the border to get a job. So.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to have to go there in person at all?
Intellectually, like
yes.
mentally. No, physically. Well, actually, they will make me go down there a couple times, but not permanently.
Okay.
Because
So you
anyway,
think.
did you guys want to hear more about my life, or I can make this all about me?
Really
sure.
fascinated.
I'm assuming you're just
We just
making it up
met,
as you
and
go along. I think,
No,
really
we,
funny.
we
Yeah.
met in another life.
Yeah.
I'm like certain of it, 100%. We're besties. It's Nile. You have a competition. I'm really sorry.
Oh
Wow.
no, were you her bestie?
Yeah.
but I can't.
Did I just cuck now?
No, I'm a beta. I can't survive
you
this
did.
alpha dog energy.
Wow, I can't believe I'm
Again.
the alpha of this podcast.
I gotta
have
get a
taken over.
sword. I gotta get a sword and like order
Yeah.
Andrew Tate's
Gotta hand me a
program.
sword.
I will say it has been getting worse, and I think even in terms of like I'm not as well versed in like the service production world, which for those who are not inside baseball, that basically means like a production from outside of Canada comes to shoot their show in Canada. That's why Gotham looks like Toronto, right? I think even that industry is kind of suffering a little bit. It sounds like people are going now to the UK or they're staying in Georgia, and so we're not even getting like service productions anymore, which is really concerning, not just for writers, because writers write Canadian TV, but for like people who are like a camera operator
sure.
or a best boy, you know, or a grip. God help the grips right now. They're going through it. It's not good.
Hashtag help the grips. But no, that's a really good point. Yeah, service productions have really been the lifeblood of the Canadian TV and film industry. Just shows that come here and film. Like a lot of the Star Trek shows here in Toronto, and all of the CW shows that used to film out in Vancouver that have kind of dried up.
The X-Files shot in BC for a long time. That was a long time ago, but
Oh, that's a
damn.
deep cut.
Until David Duchovny's wife made them move it back.
That's true, yes.
And we saw how that turned out.
It turned out great for David Duchovny. His career's screaming right now.
Don't blame the woman. David Duchovny could have made the decision to stay.
Yeah, no, he was the idiot. Yes, no, for sure. So yeah, I mean, here in Canada, we make a lot of stuff. People are often like, Canadian TV, is it any good? Yes, often it is very, very good. What are some examples of, just to get this out of the way, table stakes, some Canadian TV and movies that you guys think are good?
Oh, I can't. I was going to say something, but Meg's got a
No.
smile. What is it?
I was-
Cheshire's cat smile? I never could
say,
pronounce that.
It's not. It's a tangent. So
Okay.
everyone opt into the tangent real quick.
Okay.
I'm in.
We're in.
I watched Lars and the Real Girl for the first time recently,
Hey!
which was shot in Ontario.
Yeah, man.
And pretty good movie. Really mad that I recognize people in that movie, and I'm like, none of you people shot your shot. You know what I mean? You had prime goss in front of you, and none of you clowns did fuck all about it. So I made
how
me
do you
lose a
know?
lot of respect for
How
the
do you know?
Canadian.
You don't know what
I
went down in
felt
their
it.
trailer.
What did you want them to
I
do? Oh, you
felt
wanted
it.
them to get with him.
Shoot your shot.
Oh, okay.
You guys are up there in, where were they shooting? Thorold or something?
But
Yeah,
really?
something
they
like that.
absolutely
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Lauren Ash had a bit part in that movie.
She did,
And
yeah.
I'll bet you money she shot her shot.
Oh, God love Lauren Ash. She will not remember me or know me at all, but God, I love her. God, I love her. What a queen. God, I hope she did. That rules.
Absolutely. I don't know.
What's yours?
I recently watched and very much enjoyed. It was so dumb. Hate the Player,
Okay.
the Ben Johnson story.
Oh, I've been meaning to watch that. Is that good?
It was so dumb and it was really entertaining, but
Great.
it was like, you know what I'm saying when I say like some stuff that you're like, God, that's stupid, but you mean it in a good way.
No, of course.
Yeah, it's incredibly stupid. It's highly recommend. It's a fun chaser and it's just, yeah, really silly, really silly.
Were we supposed to be doing serious recommendation? Whoops.
No, it's all good. Lars and the Real Girl, I believe, is a good movie.
It's great. You know, I have complicated feelings about it, but I like the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Claire?
feel like this is maybe it's not current, so people might
No,
not
that's
like this,
fine.
but I really do think, and also I know a lot of people had issues with the production, but I think we need to bring back something like Comedy Now. I really, as a kid, I loved watching Comedy Now.
That was the stand-up one,
It was
right?
just
Yes.
just like just Canadian stand-ups getting like a 35-minute special, and there's so many funny stand and there's so few opportunities.
Yes.
Anyway.
Maybe not pay them actor scale. Maybe they pay them real money.
Oh, hey, that's I don't even know what you're talking about. I'll trust you.
They
on
were,
that.
it was.
That's-
it was
so that's
terrible.
it. They had-
was,
yeah.
It was a terrible, like Russell Peters' taped one before he blew up, and then once he blew up, they were, selling it everywhere, and he would get like little 50-cent checks. That's great. He was actively telling people not to buy it.
That's the other issue, though, is like residuals are like non-existent here. So like you can have a big moment, and then you do not see any money from that beyond, because the rights are like, there's some weird thing in the contract where they have to sell the international rights for like $1 or something stupid. I don't remember. It's been a long time since college, folks. But it's very dumb. There's a serious recommendation. There's like this little indie TV show. I think it's on Crave. It's called Heated Rivalry.
Haven't heard of it.
It's two hockey players who just fuck raw all the time, and it's like, get it, boys. They also skate, I think.
And love.
That's in there too.
And love, I guess. I mean,
I feel
whatever.
like you just gave us that was the pitch meeting.
Yeah.
It's two guys, two hockey players, fuck raw, and sometimes they skate. Nailed it. Green light.
They're both boys. Like the TikTok. It's fine.
I'll just shout out Canadian horror movies are always great. I mean, not always, but like we punch above our weight for sure.
Yes.
Like Undertone, I think came out earlier this year. I still haven't gotten to watch it, but it's made tons of money and done well overseas. And Blood Quantum came out a few years ago. That's an excellent movie.
I'm trying to think. I can't remember what it was called now, but Paul Robliaskis from Winnipeg made a show about his home. Like it was like a fly-in reserve. I can't remember what it's called right now, but it was really good.
Isn't it Acting Good?
Acting Good.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
I watched the first season of that. It was like really funny.
I watched the first episode of North of North. I haven't gotten around to finishing it. Have you seen the show?
No.
It looks so cute.
You've seen it?
I said it looks so cute.
Everyone I know who's watched it raves about it.
The end of the pilot episode was... I've never seen anything like that.
Really?
And it's one of those things where you're like, oh, I'm surprised no one's done that before. But I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that.
Nice.
Just for that moment alone, highly recommend. I was still like, what the?
All right, yeah. So we've talked about the good. What are some of the impediments to more great stuff getting made here in Canada from people who have worked in and around this?
I mean, it could the decision makers, right? Is there any... What's the motivation to make stuff? Like, what's the... You know what I'm saying? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I don't understand how it works. But if I'm a publicly traded company and I am going to make as little stuff as possible, I'm just going to pay for stuff that's already been made.
Yeah.
The States are going to sell it for way less than it would cost me to make something.
Yeah.
Everyone here already knows culturally we know all of the culture down there.
Big Bang Theory. We know all the boys on that.
Yeah. So isn't it's like the system? It's the way it's set up. There's no motivation. There are no natural predators. What we need is a natural predator. So what we do is we put all of the American networks' names in a hat. We pull one, and then NBC or whatever gets to come up here and rock.
Damn, I like that. I also think there's like an element of like, we try and it makes sense for broadcasters to want to match programming, so you have a lineup that feels a little bit cohesive. That makes a lot of business sense. However, that does result in, I think, filing the edges off of a lot of stuff that you make, for sure. So like going through the process behind the scenes on a bunch of different shows and, having a script, starting with a script, like the script fucking slaps, and then just the death by 1,000 cuts of watching note after note after note after note, just like water it down to like, any old show that you could watch on any old network is like really hard to bear witness to.
Truly.
It's like really brutal, and it's you start with something really special and you're like, this is why the show sold, and then you end with, this could go anywhere, it doesn't matter, it's meant to be like butted up against Big Bang Theory, and that's kind of it, and it sucks to witness. It's hard. I think it requires a little bit of courage to kind of make something a little bit different, and I think that I joked about Heated Rivalry earlier, but like it does feel like, I don't know Jacob Tierney personally. I don't know what his process was on that show, but it felt like he had a little bit of leverage to be able to be like, no, I want to make it this way. And I feel like that really shows up in the show and really makes it feel special. And I think that's why it hit.
I truly think he's one of the only, like maybe 3 creators in this country who would have been given that much latitude to make that show as authentic as it needed to be as successful as it has been. Yeah.
I know, even just like, this is a separate point, but like from the stand-up side of things, like stand-up's not recognized as an art form in Canada, so we're not eligible to apply for grants and stuff to tour, and it's like so expensive to tour Canada because everything is so far apart. Yeah, so it's like stand-ups have to move to America if they want to make a career of it. Yeah, it's I there's not a lot of necessarily like well thought out support for artists, I guess, right? So
No, absolutely. Who was it that was trying to lobby
Sandra Battellini,
That's
Task.
it. That's
Yeah.
right.
But I
That's
mean,
right.
even that, I'm like, how much difference is that going to make, right? That just puts us in a pile where we're competing with Contact Improv or whatever, and it's like maybe we get like a few $100s a year or whatever. I also think like, sorry, were you done? Did you have anything to add? I feel like you did.
Well,
There was a thought.
I mean,
Counter. Here it
I was
comes.
gonna say that was
Come on, you beta.
kind of rude.
Yeah, it is, bro. I had to reclaim this table.
I apologize. Nile is the bad boy of this podcast. You were saying.
No, he's not. I am.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. You are now.
Sorry, bro. I have a sword. I have so many swords, guys.
Yeah. No, please go on.
I was gonna say it's a weird thing, and we make fun of Quebec for this, but language is like Mexico has their own little sort of like system because sometimes you don't want to watch translated shit all the time.
Sure.
And same thing with Quebec. So Quebec has like a whole bunch of great, there's a bunch of movies that I was going to mention from Quebec that are amazing. There's a bunch of TV shows. They have their own star system, but there's no financial incentive for us when we're like right next to
Yes.
a cheaper option.
A friend of mine used to work at the CBC, like in the administration, and he had to put a report together one time, and he showed me that around the world, every single country, if you look at their top 10 TV shows, at least half or so would be homegrown. Every country, and we are the only exception. We are the only country in the world where none of our scripted top 10 were home. But it's because we're the only country that's next door to another country that has effectively the same culture as us and is exponentially larger with budgets that we can't even conceive of. And we're just in a really weird, unique, difficult position.
I don't want to be like that old man, but I feel there was a change. I feel like sometime in the 90s it changed because before there was, I feel like there was way more Canadian content, way more TV shows. I probably should have.
Spends were higher than the
I feel
CRTC
that way.
mandated. Yeah, no, for sure.
That's all that matters. She can guess. I can guess.
Yeah, it feels right.
Over the years, it's been whittled down because it was like, you have to make X amount of scripted Canadian content. And then it was like, most of it can be lifestyle, like reality shows. And that's why most of it became that. And it's just less and less and less. In fact, like in this CRTC decision, contribution requirements for Canadian broadcasters of their profits, it was something like... It used to be at 30 to 45%. It's now going down to 25% for Canadian broadcasters. Whereas for the American streamers, it was at 5%. They're now saying 15%. But of course, the American streamers are all like, we don't want to pay this. Trump, please don't make us pay this. So do you think that any effort that we make to try and get U.S. streamers, Netflix, Disney Plus, whatever, any effort to make them pay more, is that just going to get nuked in Kuzma when that gets renegotiated?
I hope not. Like, I really hope not, because it's to Netflix's benefit as well, right? Like, producing content in Canada, right off the hop, you take 30% off of how much it costs to make because of the dollar, right? It's so much cheaper. And then we have tax credits on top of that. It is really, really cheap to make good Canadian television and invest in Canadian talent. It's like, it shouldn't be this like dragging them kicking and screaming into the production to actually, you guys are making content all over the place. Like, you can get like 3 shows for the price of 1 if you pick to Canada to invest in, right? Like, it's very frustrating. Probably they'll fight it because they don't want to be told what to do, and I get it. I hate being told what to do. I fucking hate it. You guys know I talk about it every week.
Like you said, you and Trump's spiritually.
Yeah, we're the same. We have this weird. I
Notice
feel
you've
like
never seen them together.
Wait, that's
Whoa.
true. That's true. I cannot emphasize enough that I am not racist. But like the rest of it, even the hair.
No, but you were saying you might be racist if you were corrupt.
I mean,
in a hypothetical situation.
Man, you're
Or it was either
memory's so good.
It was either, from my experience, it's either corrupt or off mic. That's the other time.
Oh,
she's
right.
racist.
The off mic.
Yeah. No, that's Grogu. Well, that's Grogu for the most part. It's freaking that little nugget has some shit to say. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, but they probably will fight it, right? Because you know what's cheaper than making 3 shows with
course.
Canadian money is not spending that
Not
money
spending
at all.
that money at all.
Make
And
Zero.
if all I got to do is give Trump a plane, then yeah, I'll absolutely.
no,
here's
100%.
a gold jet.
100%.
Make them not do that.
Do you know how many Canadian TV shows we can make for a gold jet?
So many.
We can make
So
10
many.
seasons of Kim's Convenience
Don't
for
we
that.
have a sovereign fund for this? Where's the money? Where's the money, Mark?
Honestly,
You beta cuck. Where's your sword, Mark?
you really are overcompensating here.
I am. I'm overcompensating, Claire.
You really pushed a button earlier. Anyway, all right.
You know what? I'm enjoying this. I can see why the Manosphere does it. It's
Yeah?
like it's like this kind of the splendor of confidence. It's not real, but it feels real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nile and I will be back selling supplements next episode. All right. Before we wrap this up with our news quiz, I just want to take a moment to talk about ways that you can support the Beaverton online. Please check us out online, thebeaverton.com. We write articles. We're all on social media. Follow us on social media, except the one that we don't post on anymore because Elon Musk bought it. We also have a Patreon for as little as the cost of a cup of coffee, or if you want a really nice cup of coffee, you can support us at patreon.com/thebeaverton. I don't know. Just Google it. We post on there. We post extended episodes. This week, we had an extended episode where we talked about the Canadian broadcast landscape because we all work in Canadian media, and I just wanted to see what everyone thought about that, and it was a really interesting discussion. You can also comment on there. A lot of interesting discussion on our Patreon. This week, we had a comment from our old posting friend, Unfuckable Adult Nephew, who I'm told is actually quite nice. And their comment was, Luke is away for 2 weeks. Now's our chance. # let Meg host.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I won't Google a fucking thing, but I'll do it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you'll just go into a fugue state and then like solve the Middle East peace crisis.
The people have spoken.
That's not me. That's someone else. That's the dark presence that carries me through life. This is real Megan. Real Megan's in the dirt with the rest of you, just rolling around saying crazy shit all the time where I belong.
And just to shout out some of our Patreon supporters, some of our newer supporters, we'll want to thank Kathy Zuckerman, Matt, Kagan Dash, and some of our original supporters who've been with us since the beginning, Susan Crawford, Willa Clayton, Alistair Harding. Thank you very much for your support of us on the Patreon. We really appreciate everything that you do. And now it is time for the approximately 10-minute long quiz. All right, now on the quiz, it's a quiz. It works exactly like a quiz. I ask questions, you answer them. I don't know why I always explain this. Our first question on the news quiz. Ottawa mayoral candidate Alex Lawson is coming under fire for having delivered what to the Freedom Convoy protesters in 2023?
I believe it was the Braveheart speech.
He just stood up in front of them with a kilt.
He delivered it.
Nice, I like that. That's a great
He wasn't off book. He just had a screen and he just kept like
Reading
repeating
the
the
subtitles.
lines.
Yeah. I didn't see
Kind of
on
hear it.
YouTube.
You can
Yeah.
low-key hear it. He just had it up to his ear. And they can take our... sorry, hold on. What was that?
Yeah.
Feels like that would take away from it.
It's a low bar with this crowd.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fat can of whoop ass. He killed a
Nice.
guy for real.
For real.
For real.
For real.
That happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a problem for your mayoral ambitions if you murdered a person.
Yes. Yeah. Probably.
I mean, that's why he's becoming mayor, because, diplomatic immunity. Right? That's how that works.
You can,
I think.
as long as you're mayor of
Once
Ottawa.
you're mayor of Ottawa specifically, you cannot be convicted of any past crimes. We almost got him, but he won the ballot.
Your record's like an Etch-a-Sketch. They just sort of shake it. And they're like, well, that happened. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
That's the big appeal of being mayor of Ottawa. I was going to say Uber Eats.
Oh, what is that? Like he did it to be nice, or that's his side?
No,
hustle?
that was
He was
his
the
that was his
driver.
job at the
Yeah.
time. So that's why people are like, do we want a guy who's doing Uber Eats a few years ago?
Sure.
That would be embarrassing. Does anyone know the real thing that he
It's
delivered?
got to be Tim Hortons, right?
You'd think so, but no. It was toilets.
Oh.
He paid for porta potties to
Wow.
go to all of them. He claims that it was because they were pooping everywhere and he was doing a public service. But now people are like, you didn't have to give them toilets, bud.
Well, and if you got toilet money, like you're not part of this class. You're part of the upper echelon of society. If you got random toilet money all over the freaking
Now,
place.
does he have toilet money, or were they his?
Wait, he owns.
You know,
the
like during the
toilets?
pandemic, some people made bread. Maybe he just made like toilets.
He don't-
Just made a whole bunch of porta potties.
Well.
He's got a crazy TikTok feed.
It's like, and here's how a toilet is made for the 50th time. Like it just goes viral every time. People got to know how you make a toilet.
I mean, yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm imagining it at like a pottery studio.
Yes.
You see how deeply we're into this instantly? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like porta pottery.
Oh my.
Porta pottery.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's really... Okay, he has my vote. That's fine.
All right, there it is.
4 more years. 4 more years. We don't care that he killed that guy.
Moving along. Halifax residents were included as a stop on an exciting global tour recently. Who or what was making a visit to Halifax?
No.
Ebola? Was it Ebola? It wasn't Ebola. I hope it wasn't. I hope it wasn't. I have to play to win, though.
No, it's a good guess. That's a good guess. Claire?
Well, this is maybe inside, but it was the first stop of the world tour, actually, and the last stop. It was the Harbor Hopper World Tour. Did not make it.
That would be so slow to get around the world on.
Yeah, no, it couldn't leave. It couldn't go.
For how slow that thing drives down Spring Garden Road, I've been stuck behind it many times.
It's not a very good car or a boat.
Yeah, it doesn't do either of them well.
No, it really doesn't do either well.
For those of us not from there, I'm assuming this is some sort of
It's a
car boat situation.
Yeah, it was like a military vehicle from the Vietnam War that
Yes,
they
yes.
now use as a tour.
Oh.
They give tours in it.
All
goes-
good
Wow.
tours are done on decommissioned Vietnam-era
It's
military.
amazing.
And it's really great.
With like PTSD Vietnam vets.
It's really great because it's like I was saying, it's a bad car and it's a bad boat and it's extremely loud. You can't really hear the tour guide.
That's great. I mean, winning business for me, for my bucks. I mean, yeah,
So an
all over it.
incredibly loud vehicle. How did they not win that war? So weird. How do they always know we're coming?
Nile, do you have a guess? What was the...
I can't. I don't have a guess now.
Does anyone know the real answer?
Don't. I'm guessing it's a big boat.
It was the FIFA World Cup.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Apparently it was coming to Ottawa, and they were like, let's bring it to Halifax, I guess.
Oh my God, I'm so sick of this.
So-
Just kick the fucking ball and let's move on. I'm done. I'm done.
I can't lie. I am dreading June.
For
it's
sure.
June? Is it June? I'm dreading
So wait,
it.
what do you mean they just like? Oh, they
yeah.
brought the cup.
Yeah.
I
Not
thought-
like games or
Not
anything
all the
good.
guys,
like,
not
just the
hundreds
cup
of
to look at.
players.
Now,
How did
if
I
they did
miss
have
that?
games in Halifax,
I think it was like
would,
last week.
I would appreciate if they had games in Halifax.
just a couple.
Like last minute prep.
Yeah.
Like they just find a high school field somewhere.
Yeah, it's like Clayton Park field outside of the high school.
Or just find a general park and just put on like just someone puts a coat down and their wallet and that's the goalpost. Let's do it. I would watch the hell out of that game.
Fair call. Okay, no points on that one either. Next, a sporting event in Las Vegas, Nevada took place this last weekend featuring track, weightlifting, swimming, and what unusual extra element?
Competitive steroids.
Wow.
Huh?
Just like who could take the most?
Yeah, sure. I didn't think it through, but I like your take on it. I would watch the hell out of that sport too. Guys, only good ideas today.
That's a good one. Anyone else have a guess?
Risking it all for love with a showgirl.
Nice.
That's what you do when you're in Vegas, right? I don't know.
Risking it all.
Yeah. Risking it some. It doesn't have to be all, but it should be probably all for
Like
love
all
of
the
the game.
And again, I'm sorry to dive in past what you've probably thought about them.
No, I mean you're on a roll.
Like risking all their money on like a bet or
All.
something.
Just
Just all of it.
Just
all.
everything.
Just all of it.
All.
Yeah.
Okay.
Health, money,
Yeah.
life,
Yeah.
family,
I
dogs.
feel like health might be bundled with life, but sure.
You can be alive but really unhealthy and not
Yeah.
happy.
Oh yeah,
I do it every day.
We've
That's it. We
you go.
we all do in a way, you know. It certainly can't be having this much coffee and being considered healthy by the medical establishment. So
Claire, care to hazard a guess?
I said rhinestoning outfits for showgirls.
oh, I love that.
Oh, you guys
It's
both have
hard. It's
showgirl
really
answers.
hard.
It's really hard. It
And
would
it,
make me
like,
crazy,
yeah,
but I like it
hurts
as a
you.
craft.
Yeah, I respect it.
I like that you guys both had showgirl answers. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I think of.
neat. Fair enough. Well, the point goes to Nile because he was right. It actually is steroids.
What?
So this last weekend, Las Vegas saw the Enhanced Games, founded by two insane entrepreneur investors, and promote with money including from Donald Trump Jr. and Peter Thiel. This is an Olympic-style games where you can take all the steroids you want and compete.
How do they get insurance for that? Like, surely.
They do not. Who has insurance in America? Come on.
Yeah, fair enough.
Valid point. Yeah.
Peter Thiel and Donald Trump Jr. nightmare blunt rotation.
Oh my God. What a nightmare.
Amazing.
So that was a real thing?
Okay.
That's
There was
crazy.
a question about Cranbrook that I think got me.
Yes. Oh, no, we got one right here. Yes, thank you. A music festival in Cranbrook, British Columbia happened recently. It featured 10 musical acts, all of which had what in common?
They all had white dreadlocks.
I mean, that's a given at a music festival in Cranbrook, British Columbia.
That feels right. yeah.
Amazing.
I was going to say they're all Patreon supporters, and because none of us went, they all unsubscribed.
Oh, no!
Yeah, we really should have gone out there, guys. We got the Evite.
That's so much of my mortgage. Oh, no.
I know, we got the freaking Evite, and none of us went. So that's a big oopsie.
Sorry, Cranbrook. We should have been there.
I don't have a complete answer. Just something related to ska.
Okay.
Ska
Yeah,
adjacent.
ska-ish.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's
I
a
wish.
beginning of a joke somewhere in there.
Yeah, pick it up. Got it.
Yeah.
Checkerboard shoes.
Skanking and
Yeah.
such.
And
Sure.
have you been to British Columbia?
No, I'm just pulling a Meg. I'm just like letting the information
I
come,
think you should
come
leave
to
that to
me
Meg,
through the
yeah.
ether.
Megan, you got this. Yeah. The answer is everyone at this festival was under 21 years old.
Oh,
Ew.
God.
Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
no, you were right.
You were right. No, you're right. I also found it weird. That's why I had to write it down as a question.
But actually, that's
So-
nice for them. I don't
Sure.
give them somewhere to
a third
go.
All of the
space.
acts?
Yeah.
Or everyone
all of the
in
acts,
general?
yes.
Okay.
No, it wasn't like Logan's Run where they killed anyone older than 21 that came in.
No, but the audience should also be under 21. If you're like, all the acts are under 21 and any old fucking idiot can come on in, that seems bad.
I feel like that was probably most of the audience. Hey, I'm gonna go see that show. They're all so young and vibrant. Oh shit, they're playing music. I didn't expect. I thought they were just gonna stand there.
I feel like skanking all of a sudden.
I feel like skanking.
So glad I remembered that word. Okay, on our last one, complete the headline. Tennis star does blank during first set at French Open.
A rail of cocaine off of her racket.
Also said a huge key bump.
Okay.
Oh God, it's Brat Summer somewhere.
I said that tennis star does the aristocrats during his first
The whole long joke.
his first set. Because you know new comedians always go dirty.
It's so great. Just the just yelling just keeps penalizing him. No, you have to serve the. Anyways, okay.
Tennis balls just flying past him. He's not even trying to hit them. Oh my God.
Again, another sport I would watch.
Yes.
Like these are all great ideas, guys.
Honestly.
Well, the real answer is tennis star does a whiz during the first set at the French Open.
Like a little pish.
Yeah, this is the first time it's ever happened. Usually they go in
You don't
between
say.
sets. This guy paused the set to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
Well, not in his pants. so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not
that's what
great.
we.
No,
that's
no.
what I. That's
But
what I
like
thought.
made
That's
everyone wait.
Another sport I would watch, by the way.
That does feel like an Ian McIntyre nightmare to make a whole like arena. How big are the rooms? The big tennis room. Make all those people wait because you got to go pish for sure.
Yeah. No, I'd feel terrible.
That sounds like an awful thing for you to experience.
We've all overshot on the hydration, where you're just drinking and drinking and drinking. And you're like, oh, it's fine, I'll sweat it out or whatever. You're like, oh no, I have to pee.
Yeah. Middle of the night.
We've all been there.
Yeah. I am actually, that would be my nightmare as well. I'm kind of a nervous peer. So knowing that there's people waiting for me to finish, yeah, I just
It
can't.
would actually be my daydream. I would love it.
Just
like,
waiting-
I'm
people
gonna go
waiting for you to finish
piss,
pee?
and it'll take as long as it'll take.
Like a power move.
Absolutely a power move.
Wow.
And I wouldn't even rush off. I'd just walk slowly.
We're really embracing this new identity.
Guys, you should try it. This is like nature's cocaine.
Where's your sword and all this? Is it with you? And
Yeah, obviously,
Slicing tennis
Meg,
balls.
it's on my back
just checking. Just checking.
because they don't want me to have it.
Yeah. That's who they're talking about, is like the refs at the French Open.
Well, after all that spirited debate, I am happy to announce that only 1 point was awarded, and it was Nile.
Yes! There can be only one. It's the sword bearer. It's just like, what was that movie?
Braveheart.
Highlander?
Thank you. All good answers.
All right, so Nile, you get first plug here at the end. Where can people find you online?
I have a podcast, and I'm going to pivot to a Manosphere thing. But for right now, it is a good news podcast, or just a news podcast, called Total Annihilation. And I also have a Substack, substack.com/Total Annihilation.
Excellent. Megan, where can people find you online?
Oh, I be skeeting, brother. You know I'm always skeeting. I'm on Blue Sky at MMMEGAN, and I just want to take this quick second to say I'm sorry I threatened to kill Luke Gordonfield with a gun. I don't actually want to do that.
Not with a gun, no.
No.
The one
Don't blow it for me.
The one member of this enterprise is an actual lawyer. That's who you threatened to kill.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All of this is inadmissible, I think.
In short, is that how they say it?
Just have to run for mayor.
Of Ottawa, though.
Ottawa. I don't have enough toilets to my name to do that, but
You can make them. Watch a TikTok.
And our special guest this week, Clare Belford, thank you so much for joining us. This was delightful. Where can people find you online?
Mainly on Instagram at Clarble, CLARBLE. I thought it'd be funny.
I like it.
It was. My brain was like, what does that look? How's that
I
spelled?
thought it'd be funny if my name was Clarbelford one time. Anyway.
I like it.
If you're in Halifax, though, I run an open mic for women and queer and trans folks every second and fourth Saturday. And it's called Easy Bake, and you can find that on Instagram at EasyBakeHFX.
What's the venue it's at?
It's at a dispensary called Smoky Garden.
Nice.
It's run by 2 women. It's a really great space.
That sounds like a fantastic show. Halifax, go
Used to
check
be
that
a
out.
cantina in Vietnam.
Right,
just brought it up.
Everything in Halifax is decommissioned from that war. I'm just going to very quickly again plug the Beaverton.com. Go check us out. A couple articles that were really funny this week. 5 tips to avoid prematurely releasing your referendum announcement by Leo Morgenstern. And Cars for Kids scandal, shockingly not an Epstein thing by new writer Dan Hirschfield. This has been the Beaverton Weekly Report. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for being on the panel. Goodbye, everyone.
Yay.